So here's what I wanted to talk to you, actually related to siesta, to taking a nap. What a coincidence. Actually, there are no coincidences. And as some of you will still learn, everything is interconnected. You can connect between any idea to any other idea. So let me connect between the idea of a siesta to the topic that I wanted to talk about today, which is the difference between two kinds of change: state change and trait change. Let me explain. State change is about change in my mood, in my current state right now. Trait change is a more deep, lasting change. Let me give you two examples. Let's say I'm feeling sad now, and I go online and I watch a short comedy and I laugh. My state has changed from sadness to joy. This is a state change. This is now 5 minutes later, I may have a different state. I may be sad again, or I may be anxious, or I may be excited. These are all state changes that we have throughout the day. Trait changes means changes to our characteristics. That overall, I feel anxious, this is a trait. That overall, I feel joy, this is a trait. Now, when we talk about the science of happiness, we're concerned with both. State changes, how I'm feeling right now, and trait changes, how I'm feeling overall. And they are connected, of course. When we talk about interventions in psychology or in the science of happiness, we're talking about interventions to help both state and trait. And they're both important. So for instance, if I'm feeling down, in order to feel better, what can I do? Well, I can go for a run. I can go for a jog, and I feel better after feeling down. State feeling changes. Or I'm feeling, sad. I can write a journal, and then I feel better. Or I can even, when feeling down, I can think of something that makes me happy. And right now I'll feel a little bit better. But will that change my overall feeling? Less. The difference between state and trait is that for state, how I'm feeling right now, there are very short interventions that can change my mood. For trait changes, that takes longer. Why? Because in general, again, I'm just talking generally here, to change my state, to change how I'm feeling right now, I need some chemical change. To change my trait, I need changes in my brain structure. Let me say that again. To change how I'm feeling right now, it's enough to have a chemical change. And a chemical change I can get by going for a run, or by thinking about something positive, or even by eating chocolate, or whatever my favorite food is. These are all chemical changes. Or by someone telling me, or by someone giving me a compliment. These are immediate chemical changes. In order to create a trait change, deep, lasting change, for that I need to change the way my brain functions. And that takes much longer. And that requires patience. So if I exercise once, I'll feel better. But if I want a deep change, I need to exercise at least 3 times a week. If I want to feel better now, I can just do a breathing exercise or a meditation exercise. I will feel better. But if I want deep trait change, I need to do it every day or every other day for a long time. And then my brain actually changes over time. Now, needless to say, chemicals and brain structure are connected. But a good way to understand the difference between trait and state is by associating trait lasting change with neural pathways and short-term change with chemicals. Both chemicals and neural pathways are associated with both, but primarily trait lasting change requires brain change, which takes much longer. State change, how I'm feeling right now, then I can, change immediately by releasing different chemicals. Both are important. Keep both in mind, because sometimes I'm feeling down and all I need is a boost in how I feel. Many of you know, whenever I go for a run, I say, oh, I'm going to take the magic drug right now, because running is like a magic drug. It makes you feel better immediately. But the fact that I exercise regularly 3 times a week, that also changes the way my brain functions, even when I'm not exercising at the moment. Both are important for a happier life.